Are we live? I don't know. Maybe. Maybe not. We got to find out if the audio is back where it belongs. It is. Perfect. Guys, reality check time. Reality check 1 is that audio sucked this morning. Reality check 2 is that the Eagles need it. What has happened between Sunday's game, between the drama that's happening in the locker room, the Eagles needed a reality check. That is all they said. That is all they needed. They needed this moment. So we're going to talk about it. We're going to have a little fun. It's nighttime. We're going to talk Eagles, maybe some Phillies, maybe some Sixers, whatever else you want to talk about tonight. Let's get at it and have a little fun tonight. Trending in the PM starts in 30 seconds.
Pop, 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 julep. Pop, 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 julep. Pop, 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 julep. Pop, 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 woo!
And a very good evening, everybody. Welcome to Trending in the PM, right here on the STT Sports Network. We're live. Yes, live. At night, it's 7:30 on a Tuesday night. What else would you be doing? No Sixers on TV, no Flyers that I'm aware of on TV, no Eagles. You're going to come in. You're going to go make yourself a drink. We're going to sit down. We're going to talk about this Jalen Hurts drama. We're going to talk about this A.J. Brown drama. We're going to talk football. We're going to talk baseball, basketball, whatever you want to talk about for the next hour, hour and a half. Make up for the audio issues this morning. Make up for the problems on the stream this morning. Have a little fun. Have a drink. No coffee. We got whatever this special holiday cocktail is that the wife made for me. We're just going to sit back and relax. So it's very important that you guys smash that like button. Click that subscribe button. It's the #1 way to help grow this brand. If you're watching on Twitter, you can comment on this show. You just got to open up the video box, and then there's a comment box there below. Don't comment underneath the tweet. But if you want to really get interactive, the best thing you can do is find the STT Sports Network on YouTube and click that subscribe button. And obviously, like I said, like. And for those that have already done that, please click share. We do this every single morning, Monday through Friday, 8 a.m., 90 minutes of sports talk every single morning. So this is a little different, doing it at night. We don't go live at night often. I'm going to stall for a minute or two, see if we get any of the regulars in here. But we're going to talk about the Eagles drama. I haven't had a chance to talk about the Eagles drama yet, so I'm going to use this nighttime. And then tomorrow on the morning show, Trending in the AM, we'll get back to the basics. We'll get back to talking football. We'll get back to drama-ish, less, football talk. But we'll focus on the actual things at hand versus the drama. We will nail down a conversation on the drama right now. And obviously, the big drama came when Monday night, Brandon Graham dropped the bombshell about A.J. Brown and Jalen Hurts and them not being friends, not getting along, whatever it may be. And we knew as soon as we heard it, it was wrong. We knew as soon as we heard it that Brandon Graham would backtrack right away. We knew as soon as we heard it that the words probably did not come out right when he was talking. We knew there was a lot wrong with what he had to say when he said it. It just didn't seem right. It also didn't seem right that he was criticizing A.J. Brown for the way he acted in the media at the same time while he was acting out and speaking out in the media. This is the kind of thing that you wouldn't expect a leader like Brandon Graham to do. We wouldn't expect Brandon Graham to air dirty laundry in the media. And that is first and foremost my biggest issue with everything that's unfolded over the last 36 hours. The gatekeeper is the first one in the house. If you got to be the early worm to be the first comment. Eric, you're in the house, and I appreciate it. We are live, and the audio is working. It is real life. It is. Trending in the AM has turned into Trending in the PM. Got to make it up to you guys for this morning. We're still doing a show tomorrow morning. So we're doing 2 shows, tonight and tomorrow morning. Of course, the pump man's around. Good morning or good evening, pump man. Jalen Hurts ruined your team. You know, I'm trying to dissect word for word also what Brandon Graham had to say. And I had notes. I had notes somewhere here. Where are they? 1 is trying. 11 could be better. And that's something that really stuck out. And what Brandon Graham said was wrong. Brandon Graham doing it was wrong. Brandon Graham admitted he was wrong. But he started that clip off by saying 1 is trying. 11 could be better. And those words have really just locked into my brain, and I can't get over them. Look, Jalen Hurts can be better. We know that. We know Jalen Hurts can be better. There were issues on Sunday's game. We know that. But he's trying. What's A.J. Brown doing? Crying to the media, which is exactly what Brandon Graham's doing. But this is, whether he ruined your team, whoever was right, Jalen Hurts, A.J. Brown, Brandon Graham, whoever was wrong, it doesn't matter. This can be a great moment, a reality check to bring everybody together. And that's what we need. And Nick Sirianni, this is exactly what the Eagles want Nick Sirianni to be. The CEO head coach, the guy that keeps the locker room together, the guy that pulls everybody together, not calling the plays. This moment right here could be the linchpin for Nick Sirianni's career to go up or down, one way or another. If he can rally the troops around this drama, keep everybody together, unlike last year when it all fell apart. But he was sidetracked with this and that and all the other problems. This is a moment for Nick Sirianni. My man, 100 grand. Well, you know, I would like 100 more subscribers, 100 followers. 100 grand would be great. I would love 100 grand in anything. What's up, Stevie Fuentes? I'm hearing a lot of people saying they think it was a good idea that Brandon Graham spoke up. I don't know if it was a good idea or not. I find it contradictory or ironic that he said that A.J. Brown shouldn't speak to the media while he's speaking to the media about things that should stay behind closed doors. Brandon Graham obviously spoke higher about Jalen Hurts than A.J. Brown in his, little moment of, speaking there. But Brandon Graham does always seem to stick up for his quarterback versus his, other teammates. I don't know if it was a good idea, Steve. I don't know. And it scares me. It really does. Because it could drive a wedge. We saw this locker room have a wedge driven in it last year. Phil, it was Nick last year, and now it's AJ. How big of an ego does Jalen have? See, I don't. And Jalen and Nick solved their problems. They got together. And I don't think, I really truly think that, like Brandon Graham tried to backtrack it, that their relationship isn't as bad as he made it seem to be at first. I just think that maybe they're not the same. Don't forget, Jalen Hurts is A.J. Brown's daughter's godfather. All right? They might not be best friends and on the same thing that they were 5-10 years ago, but they're teammates and business partners now, and he's still part of the family. So I think it might be slightly, and that part of it, when I was reminded earlier today that Jalen Hurts is the godfather of A.J. Brown's kid, and I thought about how they hung out at camp with the kid and stuff like that. It just made me realize I think there's less to this story than we need there to be. He did not admit he was lying when he backtracked. He just said that, he misspoke and things like that. Jason, what is up? I can't wait for the Date with Destiny, Eagles, Lions, championship game in February. Let's go. We're going to have a week. You're going to take a week off of work and do Trending in the AM with me every single morning, just so you know. I don't like Nick and Kellen's offensive philosophy. They want to gently remove the lid off the soda every week and gently pour it out. No. Shake the soda can up and crack it open. Look, there's a lot being made about the Eagles' offense and the running and the lack of passing. Guys, when did we lose track of the fact that all that matters is winning? I don't care if we throw the ball. I don't care if we pass the ball. As long as we win. That should be all that matters, Eric. Winning football games. We had a moment similar to this last year. Then we got blown out again against the Cowboys. I can't trust this team. This comment, It's very truthful. And I understand that. We had problems after, I believe it was the 49ers game. And then we got smoked there. And we went on our downward tumble. Absolutely. Absolutely agree with you. Different team, different coaches outside Nick Sirianni. Different a lot. And we got to believe and hope that they can get through it this year. We got to hope that Nick Sirianni, the CEO, this is what he was meant to do as the CEO. No, AJ and Brandon need to do a meeting with offensive coordinator. AJ and Brandon? Why has Brandon Graham got to be on the offensive meeting there? Phil, throw Brian Johnson in there too. Reports came out that Hurts and Johnson were no longer close. Look, Jalen Hurts is not the same person he was 7, 8, 9 years ago. Obviously, he's different. He's got a woman now. He's got maybe a baby on the way. I don't know if that's true or not. You know, people change. I'm not best friends with everybody I was best friends with 20 years ago. My circle has changed. Doesn't mean you got to be best friends, but they got to be on the same page business-wise. And the business is business of football. I hope someone ain't having sexies with baby mama. You know, well, there was a baby mama drama in the Eagles locker room last year from what reports I heard. And I heard that one Mr. Hassan Reddick was involved in that. I'm not sure who, how, why, what. I'm not sure. Steve says, it's crazy that there's locker room issues during a 9-game winning streak. Exactly. Eagles fans and maybe even the Eagles are acting like they're, you know, no offense to A.J. Brown, you know, his outburst after the game. I don't even know if I want to call it an outburst, Steve. I mean, let's be honest. They're 9 wins in a row. They're 11-2. That sounds a little childish. A.J. Brown is still 17th in the league in receiving yards, despite missing 3 games. He's still 5th in the league in average yards per game played. Like, A.J. Brown is still having a really good season. Just, they're throwing the ball 5 times a game, or 6 times a game less, because Saquon Barkley is running the ball 6 times more per game than the Eagles have run it in the past. You want to have the greatest running attack in football, someone's got to give. What's up, Bruce Bryce Harper? Hope you are well this evening. If you ever want a great Brandon Graham story, I have one. I don't think I've ever told you. We might break Philly sports. I mean, I'll let you live on the show if you want to give it to us right now. I don't know. I know he's a Michigan guy, and you're a Michigan guy. Well, you're a Michigan State guy. I don't know if you've seen the stuff that's been circulating in the last 36 hours, Jason, but Brandon Graham opened his mouth and unlocked some locker room drama on his radio show this week. So it's been a bit of a whirlwind the last 36 hours in Philadelphia. What's up, Judd? How you doing tonight? I don't know. That was such an ugly win. Less confident in his team than I was a week ago. You know, they needed a reality check. They needed a smack in the face, the Eagles. They got it from the Carolina Panthers and still held on and won the game. So I think that is something that you could build upon. But then you throw the Brandon Graham drama and the A.J. Brown, Jalen Hurts stuff into the conversation, and it stirs the pot a little. Steelers game is a must-win now, or there will be chaos. Well, bringing up the Steelers game, we'll start breaking down the Steelers game a little bit tomorrow, a little earlier than normal. Neil Coulong, he covers the Steelers out there in Pittsburgh. He's going to be a guest tomorrow on the show. We'll get his thoughts on the matchup, Eagles-Steelers, but also what other cities are thinking of this Jalen Hurts drama that's going on right now. Good evening, Adam. I think it's all BS. AJ is just frustrated because the Eagles went away from the passing. The media is making it a lot worse. And you know what? And the media is pushing and driving the fight even more. You know, he even said it, A.J. Brown, at one point. He's like, you guys have asked me that like 3 times. You guys are really on your game tonight on pushing stuff. So maybe there was a little frustration when A.J. Brown spoke to the media. Maybe there was a little bit of, you know, the media pushed him a little too far. They got what they wanted. They got a soundbite. 3-headed monster first half, and then the wide receiver can eat from the passing part of RPOs. I meant to include Brandon as far as keeping the talk in-house. Gotcha. I hate when locker room drama for any sport comes out into the public. Let's be honest about that. That is the worst. Don't let me find out you talking about Smitty. I'm not talking about Smitty. Who's talking about Smitty? I don't know who's talking about Smitty. Smitty's keeping his mouth shut. Smitty's taking even a more of a hit, statistically speaking, than A.J. Brown is. And he's being the good team player, Devontae Smith, isn't he? Hassan adding to sack count on and off the field. That's crazy work. Look, well, he's only got like a half a sack this year. Hassan Reddick's having a terrible season, like most of the New York Jets are. But I had it on good authority that Hassan Reddick was a big part of the locker room fracture last year. I would have to go back through DMs to find all the details, but I'm pretty sure I ran that. Bruce, you're glad the sound's back. So it wasn't all my fault. I'm trying everything here to get the sound working this morning, and it turned out StreamYard, which is the software that we use to stream here on YouTube and on Twitter, wherever else you see people streaming, the software company had some kind of error, and people all over the place, all over the country, all over the world, honestly, were having issues, sound issues. You could only record, you couldn't go live. I wish they would have updated that a little sooner, but I didn't find out about it until after 9 o'clock. But, you know, it is what it is, Bruce. So we move on, right? We move on, and we do a live show at night. We have ourselves an adult beverage. I don't know what you want to call this adult beverage, guys. The wife made it for me. It's vanilla vodka. It's ginger beer. It's lime juice, and it's vanilla. A little vanilla extract. It's delicious. That's my second one already of the night. So give me about a half hour, and the juices will really be flowing on this show. What's up, NE Sports? Eagles are a better team as a run first, pass second offense. Let's be honest. All we wanted was the Eagles to run the football more. That's all we wanted. Run, run, run. On first couple weeks of the season. Why are they not giving Saquon Barkley the football? So they start giving Saquon Barkley the football. And now we're complaining that they're not passing the ball. I put out a tweet the other day after the Monday Night Football game or during the Monday Night Football, whatever it was. It's blown up, and I had to mute it because it's just it's just gone out of control on Twitter. But the impressions are great and helping me, build my following. But basically, look, Joe Burrow had a great game on Monday Night Football, but they lost again. They're 5-8. Jalen Hurts has more fourth quarter touchdowns this year than not this year, in the last 9 games, than fourth quarter incompletions. He's got a 152.6 passer rating in the fourth quarter. Jalen Hurts wins. Joe Burrow doesn't. I'm not saying Joe Burrow is not a better pure quarterback than Jalen Hurts. But Jalen Hurts, all he does is win. And he makes the big plays when he needs to. Run the football, then make the plays when you need. Yes, to win a Super Bowl, sometimes someone has to sacrifice. Unfortunately, it's A.J. Brown. And I don't think A.J. Brown's as frustrated as we think he is. I think he does want to win. Yes, run first, run more team. The talk is probably just talk, but the passing was garbage. Look, Jalen Hurts had a bad game on Sunday. There's no doubt that, Judd. He missed some wide open routes from not just A.J. Brown, from multiple people. There was 2 or 3 Devontae Smith reads that he completely missed. Sure. But the one play, the deep ball that he didn't throw early in the game was bad. The other play that everyone's talking about is the missed touchdown pass. He had A.J. Brown on a slant. But he threw a touchdown pass to Devontae Smith on that. So, why are we complaining? Why are we complaining about Jalen Hurts making a pass that scores a touchdown because he threw to one wide receiver that was open instead of another wide receiver that it was open? And that's what bothers me the most. Rumors saying Jalen and AJ got a woman problems from the pass that got revealed. I haven't seen that. Maybe. But then why is he still hanging out with him? Why is he still, taking care of his kid? Why is he still, I don't buy into there being a massive problem between Jalen Hurts and A.J. Brown. Maybe they're not best friends anymore. Maybe. But I highly doubt that there's this wedge that they just don't talk and they hate each other and their friendship's completely over. Duck, it is a complete and total mess, just like my audio was this morning. Hey, funny thing, that audio, I didn't say a single word on this show. 120 people watched this morning's morning show. Maybe not all the way through. But it wasn't the highest rated show, but it was above average rated show for a show that had no audio on it. Go figure there. Has to be something, no reason for Smith and Brown to get so few targets, even with Barkley's season. Look, it's clear. I'll give you the stats. 31.5 passing yards a game, or pass attempts a game, is what they used to average. They're averaging 25.2. But the rushing attempts have gone up from 15 a game to 20 and a half. So there's 5.5 more run plays being called a game and 6 less pass calls being called a game. You can balance it out more if you want, but then Saquon Barkley's not going to break that record. And if you ask people, and I've heard this all over, do you want Saquon Barkley to get that Eric Dickerson record? They're all going to say yes. Well, the only way he's going to get that record is if he keeps running the ball at the level he is. I wish a player was savvy enough to call out the media and say, why are you guys so obsessed with creating a toxic storyline after every game? Win, lose, or draw. I agree. AJ and Smitty are fine, but we do have to increase the number of passing. We have stunted Hurts and this was something I wanted to talk about today, is some of Jalen Hurts' struggles because he isn't throwing the ball. Because we have turned it into such a running offense that he's just not. We've talked about this before on the morning show, Doug, that Jalen Hurts needs to get into a rhythm. Easy passes, get into a rhythm. Instead of going right to the deep ball. Jalen Hurts can't get in a rhythm when he's throwing 19 times a game. I get that. And yes, look, we'll get into Pittsburgh later as the week goes on. They're a much better run defense than pass defense. So maybe this will be that week. But what is going to happen, and another tweet that blew up, is that this week, Jalen Hurts is going to throw 35 times. He's going to throw for 350 yards, 4 touchdown passes, but the Eagles are going to lose 38-35. But everybody's going to be happy about that? No. They're going to complain that Jalen Hurts threw the ball too much and didn't hand off and control the clock and let Pittsburgh have the... It's lose-lose in this city. It really is. Media gets paid more the longer we play, so why mess up your meal ticket? Yeah. I don't know. Jalen does not pass the eye test. See, he does pass the eye test to me. Literally no confidence in this game all year long. Look, Brian, you've not been a supporter of Jalen Hurts from day one. I get that. And look, I respect your opinion, Brian, but it's not like Jalen Hurts hasn't been a successful quarterback in the past. Jalen Hurts was a borderline MVP. And I'm not saying he's Josh Allen, but go look at year 4 for starter for Josh Allen and compare it to Jalen Hurts this year. He's got a higher completion percentage, more overall touchdowns, a better quarterback. Jalen Hurts' quarterback rating, I wrote this down. Where did I write this down? Shoot, where is this? I wrote down his quarterback rating, or at least where he ranks. Crap, I can't find it. I got way too many notes here. Jalen Hurts is like top 6 or 7 in the NFL in quarterback rating right now. Does that not mean anything? AJ will be big this Sunday and on our playoff run. Justin, I hope so. I can't wait to see. Remember, this was before they had drama, Donovan McNabb and T.O. They were on like a sports center together, buddy, laughing, making jokes. I just need a video of A.J. Brown and Jalen Hurts driving around in Big Dom's golf cart, goofing around, laughing, having a grand old time. He's missed some reads. Sure. Absolutely. 100% accurate, just like Brian has said, and you're saying, Judd. Jalen Hurts has missed some reads, but not as many as we think. I mean, he missed the read to A.J. Brown in the end zone, but still made the read to get it to Devontae Smith for the touchdown. Do we just want A.J. Brown? When we're just throwing to A.J. Brown, people talk about, well, why does he spread the ball around more? Spreads the ball around more. Devontae Smith and Grant Calcaterra get touchdowns. But A.J. Brown didn't get him. Look, he is missing reads at times, for sure. But we're 9 wins in a row. We are 11-2. We have the 7th best offense in football. We have the best defense in football. Why are we focused on the drama and the negative instead of the positive right now? AJ needs to understand that this is a run-first offense, and he's not going to get the ball as much. Absolutely. Because when you change that to what AJ would want, and I don't know if AJ is as upset as people make it out to be. I think his buttons have been pushed so many times by the media that's why we're at where we're at. Let's be real. Hurts is going into daddy mode and taking up a bit more of his time. Is he? I still don't haven't read an official report on ESPN or NFL.com, like a real report that he's definitely going to be a baby daddy or a daddy. I'm just not sure. Brown, especially dude named 4 better wide receivers in the league. Look, A.J. Brown's elite. Look, I just gave it to you. He's still 5th. The way people are making it out to be A.J. Brown being frustrated, A.J. Brown is on pace for over 1,100. I did that the math. If he plays the last 4 games, which he should, 1,170 yards this year. Yeah, down from 1,500 last year. He's 5th in the league in average yards per game for a wide receiver. Missing 3 games, he's still in the top 20 in total yards. So it ain't like he's got his 2nd highest average per catch of his career. So it's not like A.J. Brown's having a bad season. He's just not putting up all pro level numbers. He's just not putting up. I mean, Jamar Chase on Monday night put up like 15 catches, 2,000 yards, and 17 touchdowns. But again, they lost the Bengals, just so you know. Give me 4 better receivers right now. It'd be hard pressed. Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase. That's it. He's probably the 3rd best wide receiver in football right now. Hurts is too busy eating crawfish and listening to jazz music than. I don't think there's a person that watches more film, quarterback-wise, in the NFL than Jalen Hurts. That guy is a workaholic. A.J. Brown, 3 touchdowns this week. But see, the thing is, Adam, we're going to have 3 touchdowns to A.J. Brown and we're going to lose. And everyone's still going to complain, Adam. Nobody here. I just named 2, and that's it. I'm not saying A.J. Brown's not good. Why would we run Barkley even more these next couple of weeks? Why wouldn't we? I mean, it is our identity is running the football, Judd. We are a run-first, smash-mouth defense team. That is what we are. And that's what we need to continue to be. Yes, would I like to see them throw the ball more? Sure. Is passing offense more exciting? Absolutely. But why would you get away from your identity just to appease the media and half the fan base? Shouldn't we just want to win? And that's what we do, is win. Is it so hard to ask for competent quarterback play? Well, I mean, I see competent quarterback play because I see us winning 9 games in a row, and I see us at 11-2, and I see Jalen Hurts has a fourth quarter quarterback rating of 152.6, which is almost perfect. I see a guy that's thrown more fourth quarter touchdowns than incompletions over the last 9 weeks. I see a guy that's only got 5 interceptions on the year. Drop down. We want him to improve upon the 15 interceptions last year. He's got 5 through 13 games this year. Everything we wanted Jalen Hurts to get better at, he did. Protecting the ball. You mean Jalen don't pass the pass test? He did 22. And he was the favorite to win the MVP last year after that Buffalo game. Jalen Hurts does not pass the eye test. He looks confused every game. I just strongly disagree. And I agree with this. Haters just want to hate. Joe, exactly. He looks like he has a concussion. Oh, disagree. I also want to incorporate Dotson more. Well, they incorporated Dotson on a play, and they all complained because they missed A.J. Brown deep down the field, Justin. You know? Negativity sells. That's for sure. Media strokes the fire to get the ratings. Look, if I could play into the negativity, I would too, Duck. You know, it's all about clicks. I need to get the subscriber count on this channel up. I need to get more views. I want to sell ads. So negativity does sell. It does. There ain't no doubt that. AJ has played a run-heavy offense already. He came from the Titans. Jalen Hurts is horrific at passing this year. I just disagree. I disagree. What's up, TMC? We are live with actual audio tonight. And don't worry, we will still be here tomorrow morning as well. He didn't get a catch until almost halftime. He's having a good season, but it isn't a part of the offense. Look, I give you the stats. I've given them to you. He's still having a great season. It's just not last year's numbers. And guess what? He already got paid because of last year. So he should be happy. He just needs a little more, I'm guessing is what you're saying. I get it. You can't make any Eagles fans happy. Half the Eagles fans are upset. Half of them are happy. You know, it's tough, Adam. Let Barkley chill. Look, I'm with you on this. I've said it before that I don't care about the record, just like Saquon Barkley says he doesn't care about the record. I don't want Saquon Barkley running in week 17 or 18, or at least not to this level. But does it mean to throw the ball 35 times, Judd? It means give Kenny Gainwell some love. Because Kenny Gainwell is actually having himself a little contract, a little moment, and winning some extra dollar bills in his contract next year. Jalen doesn't work like he used to before his girl. He was first in, last out. Reports saying no more. I have not seen those reports, Brian. I'm not on that dark web like you. First quarter points are the real issue. Spot on, crazy. What's it say? Crazy chunky cat. Guys, there's a lot of new people watching because it's nighttime instead of the morning. Please hit that subscribe button. Please hit that like button if you haven't already done it. If you've done both those things, click share. We're going to go, I don't know how long we'll go, an hour and a half tonight, maybe 2 hours. Who knows? You know, if my drink's empty, maybe someone will bring me another drink later on. But first quarter points. This is what we should be discussing, not Jalen Hurts and A.J. Brown drop. We should be discussing how do we start to score in the first quarter. Because let me tell you something. When we get to Detroit in the championship game, it's going to be damn hard to beat Detroit when we can't score in the first quarter. It's going to be damn hard. Just like, remember the Tampa Bay game, crazy? We didn't score in that first quarter. And what happened? They were up 14-0, 18-0, 17-0, whatever it was. We could never come back. This is the real problem right here. This is what we should be discussing. This is what we should be asking every question about. Not Jalen Hurts and A.J. Brown. I think Pump Man is A.J. Brown's burner account. Maybe. We got Kenny Gainwell's burner account normally in the chat, too. Yeah, Justin. I got you. You don't have to be a gunslinging quarterback to win games in the NFL. You could be a dual threat or mobile quarterback and still win games. Look, again, not saying they're more, that Jalen Hurts is a better quarterback than these guys, like pure quarterback. But all the quarterbacks that are ranked always in lists ahead of Jalen Hurts, Justin Herbert, Joe Burrow, Lamar Jackson. Well, Joe Burrow's played in a Super Bowl. Joe Burrow's 5-8. Nobody's calling in Cincinnati and saying, "Yo, we should find a new quarterback," because they're 5-8. Lamar Jackson has got 2 MVPs, but comes up small all the time. Justin Herbert hasn't won a playoff game yet. There's still only 3 quarterbacks I would definitely take over Jalen Hurts in a playoff game right now. Joe Burrow, Patrick Mahomes, and Josh Allen. I know Josh Allen hasn't even gotten to a Super Bowl yet. He's just playing otherworldly right now. Brian, have you ever liked any Eagles quarterbacks in the last 5 years? Well, Jalen Hurts has been the quarterback the last 4.5 of them, so probably not. 118 and 108 passing yards is competent. But we dominated the run game. So you just don't want a run-first offense. Say that first. I don't like it that they run the football. That's what you're saying. Jalen-itis activating defense made on me. What? Dudes in the chat deflecting to other players. No, we just see that we're winning. I don't want 35 passes a game either. And that's the thing. They're going to come out and throw 35 times on Sunday against Pittsburgh and lose the football game. And everyone's going to complain about that. Why did we get away from our identity? Maybe if AJ wasn't following her, so lady after practice. I like that. It doesn't need to be drastic. Just throw Smitty and Brown a few more passes a game. There are literally, it's like 5.3 plays per game difference in the pass to run from previous years over the whole course of the season. It's just been extra drastic the last 2 weeks. Is Smitty hitting 1K? I don't know. I know A.J. Brown will. A.J. Brown will hit 1,100. Give me a second to switch from NFL stats to Eagles stats. Smitty's at 553. Smitty's not getting to 1,000. He's not. He'll probably get to like 800 or something like that. 700. We gained one more. We're up to 287. Come on, guys. A lot of people watching. Hit that subscribe button. Come on. Subscribe and share and like. Let's keep building this channel. I greatly appreciate it. Yeah. Maybe Eric figured it out. Maybe he did. He's been with his girl since Bama. He with her more now because she now a future mom. Yeah, look, I don't buy into the drama like that. Maybe it's there, maybe it's not. Until I actually hear it officially from the mouth of the players, I don't buy into it, right? I just don't. They need to change the 20 scripted plays. Exactly. Let's talk about the first quarter. Let's talk about the scripted plays. Let's talk about how we could go from being a great team to an unstoppable team, Adam, by figuring out the first quarter. Why does the team come out in the first quarter and make more penalties and boneheaded decisions and mistakes in the first quarter? The discipline in the first quarter. Let's talk about that. That's what the problems, that's the kind of a problem that we should be discussing. I just want him to shut up the haters, man. Look, I get it too. You know what? And that is the only reason I buy into let's throw more. Just to shut the haters. Because people forget that in 2022 and in the first 2/3 of 2023, Jalen Hurts was an elite passer. Go look at the highlights. They're there. The eye test is there from the beginning of 22 through week 12 or whatever it was. The Buffalo game. That was at week 12 or whatever last year. People forget about that, Judd. Matty B in the house. I mean this from the bottom of my heart. I'm here for you all. Can't stand the homers. Depressed. I'm not depressed. I'm happy. The only thing that I'm upset about is Brandon Graham airing dirty laundry in public. I don't personally like it. But you know what? If it turns the corner for this team, that's fine. The problem is that we haven't had a consistent philosophy. Absolutely. This is something that doesn't get discussed enough. That's why I want Kellen Moore to remain our offensive coordinator after this season so bad, Duck, so that Jalen Hurts can have a solid 2 years with the same. The last time Jalen Hurts had the same offensive coordinator for 2 seasons, what happened? We went to the Super Bowl. Go figure. A little consistency goes a long way. What do you think of Carson Wentz? Yeah, he probably not. I wish the Colts would fire their coach and he'll come back to Philly. That would fix everything. Would it? I don't know. I don't know. Justin saying, what do you think our biggest threat on Sunday will be? I haven't really dove into the X's and O's on Sunday. Look, the Pittsburgh offense doesn't scare me too much. They average more points than I realized at 24.8 points per game. I think it's going to come down to, whose defense is better. I think it could be a very low-scoring game, even though we both have high-scoring offenses. I think we both have great defenses. They're the 7th best defense. We're the 1st best defense. It's whose defense makes the biggest amount of plays or most amount of plays. That's what it's going to come down to. It's going to be a knock-it-down, drag-out battle on Sunday, Justin. And it's who does the best. I mean, I'm looking at the numbers. I got the Eagles offense and defense lined up with the Pittsburgh defense and offense here. I see. I said this before. I mean, you want to see them throw. They got the 4th best rush defense, Pittsburgh, going up against our offense. So the 17th best pass. Maybe that's something there. Maybe that's a reason why we passed the ball this week. But the biggest threat on Sunday is what breaks first. Pittsburgh's ever beaten the Eagles in Philly? Russell Wilson's ever lost to the Eagles. What happens first there? Look, I don't know if I necessarily buy into the Steelers and Russell Wilson. I think they're just a well-coached, well-disciplined team. I don't know. I'm just getting into the start of my Pittsburgh thing because we don't do this, Justin, very often here at night. This is normally a morning show, 8 a.m. in the morning, 5 days a week. This is making up for some errors in the stream this morning. 5:53 is he Jalen Reagor? So, I mean, he's been hurt as well. Don't forget that. And one thing Jalen excels at for a quarterback, you can't say tush, push, or run. The dude throws perfect. I mean, I've given you the stats already. Do I need to repeat them again? I'll repeat them again for the peanut gallery in the back, okay? More 4th quarter touchdowns and incompletions last 9 games. It's got 152.6 quarterback rating in the 4th quarter, okay? There's some of the stats right there, okay? Just some of them. Just some of them for you. Jalen Hurts is an elite quarterback, and he has thrown the football at an elite level. 5 for 5 on Sunday in the red zone, just so you know. He's 5th. Oh, you don't want rushing stats. Okay. He's 7th in the football league in yards per attempt at 8.0 yards per game. There's a stat that shows how good he is. There's plenty of good stats. While we were down on Sunday against the Panthers, 10 for 13, a 76% completion percentage, while we were down. Just so you know. Jalen Hurts actually has one of the prettiest deep balls in all of football. He's accurate down the field. Let's not forget Mahomes is a more agile quarterback with mobility, more of a dual threat style than Burrow and Goff. Yeah, look. I would take Jalen Hurts over or Jared Goff at this point still. A.J. Brown would have been happy if he played with Andy Reid as the coach. Yeah, ran a lot of slants. Leadership and intangibles, things that can't be measured. I gave you all the passing stats. Jalen Hurts is a perfectly fine passer of the football. They are a run-first team, and I don't understand why that's got to be such a big deal. Why you got to be so upset about that? Jalen doesn't have to throw more to shut up the haters. All he has to do is keep playing his game and winning. Yeah, all the people that hate Jalen Hurts, sports, and esports, are going to be cheering him on when the Eagles lift the Lombardi trophy at the end of the year if they do that. Okay? Plain and simple. Seth said Jalen throw a great deep ball. Yeah, look. He does. Wentz is a bum. Why ask that? Just trying to make a point. That's what he was trying to do. Haven't seen Jalen throw deep since the Renaissance. You're that old? I knew you're old from the picture. I didn't know you're that old. Biggest threat is whoever's covering AJ. That's true. That's right. Core 12. For anybody new, the Core 12 are the regulars that listen every single day. Hit that like button. Hit subscribe. I'm so far behind on the comments, guys. But we're going to keep playing. We're going to keep going here. I barely drank. I need to take a breath. Take a big swig of my drink. Don't know what it's called. We got to come up with a name for this drink that I'm drinking. It's damn tasty. 50 wide receivers with more yards than Smith right now, I'm seeing. And how many games has he missed? Okay? And the Eagles have won 9 in a row, Judd, and are 11-2. I don't think you don't hear Devontae Smith complaining. We need pressure on Wilson. Can't let him cook us. Absolutely agree. Got to wrap up too. Those almost sack that stat from last year on this show, the almost sack stat, reared its ugly head. And Bryce Young. If Bryce Young was able to escape pressure and make plays, what do you think Russell Wilson's going to do? Yeah, why? See, Matty B. So I'm confused on this. I've seen so many outlets say the Steelers have never won in Philly, and then I've also seen this stat. What's the difference? Maybe the media that's saying that they've never won in Philly. Maybe they're just talking about the Super Bowl era when the Super Bowl started. I don't know. I keep seeing two different stats float around. T.J. Watt, Russell Wilson. T.J. Watt. I haven't done a deep dive into their players yet. I kind of forgot about T.J. Watt, and now I'm scared for a second. Jalen Hurts has not had a good game since the Gettysburg Address. Something else that you were probably there for too, right? You're old enough for that. Why do you hate Hurts so much, Brian? Don't you watch the game? Look, Brian just wants to look flashy. He doesn't want to win. Brian doesn't want to win. Brian wants flash. He wants flash and no substance. Okay? Wilson is a wily vet quarterback. He's seen everything he can cut. Yeah. I gotta do some research. I'm not sure if I'll have time. I wonder how many times that Vic Fangio's defenses have played against Russell Wilson and what those stats are like. All I want to know is who's better backwards huddled and pissed in AJ's Cheerios for the post-game interview. Yeah. Ravens and Lions are run first team. Cough, cough, they. Do you think, Brian, or do you not even realize this? There was a game earlier this year that the Lions won where Jared Goff threw for 85 passing yards. Do you think one Detroit Lions fan complained about that game? Our quarterback did throw the ball enough. They ran the football and dominated the football game and won 51-13 or something like that. And he threw for only 80-some yards in that game. Nobody was complaining there in Detroit, Brian. Just so you know. Let's not forget to mention Bengals are 5-8. Damn straight. Damn straight. Justin Herbert never won a playoff game. Josh Allen never been to a Super Bowl. Just saying. When did we get away from winning is all that matters. Hurts threw some great touchdowns. Jalen Hurts can throw. He just doesn't have to throw. There's a difference between not being able to throw and not throwing. Now, again, Jalen Hurts has to be better at reading the field. He is missing open receivers at times. But here's the key. Here's the clincher from Jalen Hurts not seeing the field. If he makes a mistake, doesn't see the right play, it doesn't stop anything. Okay? It's not like one bad moment all of a sudden ruins his confidence. Hurts ran twice and helped the Eagles. Look, Adam, running the football doesn't count, according to certain people. You know what I mean? Give me his stats minus X, Y, and Z to prove my point. That's what someone like Brian wants to do. And I get it. He's got a point. He's got something he wants to prove. It is what it is. Call that drink the Howie Long. Again, it's vanilla vodka, it's ginger beer, it's lime juice, and it's vanilla. It's delicious. And I don't think it's nutritious, but it is what it is. 1965, yeah. Super Bowl started in 69. Maybe that's why. Pour one out for Mitchie Poo. I think Mitchie Poo's live, so yeah, that's why he's not here to make a joke. Flashy, no, feel competent. Well, I think his record as a starting quarterback, the fact that he's played in a Super Bowl. Here's one: how many active quarterbacks have played in a Super Bowl? And don't give me Aaron Rodgers, because you don't want to count running touchdowns. Aaron Rodgers and Russell Wilson, they were like back when the Gettysburg Address was read. So give me any active current quarterbacks that have played in a Super Bowl in the last 10 or 12 years. There ain't many. And Jalen Hurts is one of them. Jalen Hurts has been a starter for 4 years. He's made the playoffs in all 4 years, and he's played in a Super Bowl. Name me a quarterback not named Mahomes that has gone to the playoffs 4 years in a row and a Super Bowl. You can't do it because it's only Patrick Mahomes and Jalen Hurts that's active that's done that. Brian is an Eagles fan. Don't get him confused with an Eagles fan. True. One game from Goff. Hurts has had 9 future games this season. 9. We're 11-2, just so you know. And I see that somebody East retracted a comment. I can't wait to see what that is. Burrow has gaudy numbers, but he's not winning games. And I really truly believe this. I really do. It's the fantasy football world we live in, where flashy stats and gaudy numbers are all that matters. The fumble in the Super Bowl ruined Jalen Hurts. The fumble was on Jalen Hurts, 1,000%. Big reason why we lost that game. Allen just put up stupidly gaudy numbers and couldn't beat the Chiefs. Look, what happened on Sunday with the Bills and the Rams? The Rams, the team we held to under 20 points to, just put up 44 against the Bills, and all they're talking about is the 42 points that Josh Allen put up. But they lost. He got outplayed by Matthew Stafford. I saw a video where Fangio hates the cameras. Yeah, I saw that too. I saw that. Fangio don't like the cameras in his face. Definitely not. Don't forget Jalen outperformed Mahomes. But you know what? He lost the game. I hate to say it. He outperformed them, sure, statistically speaking. But we're trying to prove that statistics aren't as important as winning. He did outperform Mahomes in that Super Bowl, but he lost the game. The better quarterback won. Dudes can't even defend their hero Hurts without bringing up another quarterback. You want to eliminate stats, certain stats to prove your point, but I can't compare to other quarterbacks? Again, you just want to hate. But I'm glad you're in the chat because you're making this show for me. Some people don't want to see throwing the ball 40 times a game. Doesn't guarantee a win. It doesn't. Joe Flacco's played in a Super Bowl, but has he made it 4 years in a row and a Super Bowl? I don't know. Pretty sure Super Bowl started in 66. Whatever. I don't know what year. I read an article, says Steve, that said Hurts hasn't had the same offense coordinator for consecutive seasons since high school. Well, he did from 21 and 22. Could that have anything to do with the inconsistent play? It definitely has something to do with it. For sure. For sure. Oh, I didn't realize. I thought it was somebody else said it. I missed this in the house finally. Good evening. Some people can't see that throw. Look. Yeah, okay, so that's what the redacted comment was. You pull it off the YouTube, but I still see it in my StreamYard software. How about the Cowboys lost the game last night? Made my night. Yeah, I really actually kind of wanted to see the Cowboys win because that means they would have kept Jerry Jones would have kept Mike McCarthy around for another season. Don't forget Allen is the best to ever do it. Oh, my bad. How many Super Bowls has Josh Allen played in, man, Chatter? You're a hero. How many Super Bowls has he played in? At Adam on a blocked punt, too. Yeah. Phil, the Eagles have the best roster in the NFL, but we can't maximize the talent with Jalen Hurts' noodle arm. How are we not maximizing it, Brian? I'm just curious. The Eagles have won 9. Count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 football games in a row. They are 11-2. They have beaten the Ravens. They have beaten the Rams. They've beaten Washington, Dallas, Green Bay, all these teams that everybody loves with these great quarterbacks. Beating them all. I think your priorities and what's important for a winning team and what a great quarterback and what a great team is are misplaced. And this, I couldn't wait to put this comment up. Tanner McKee would go far with this roster. My ass. It's after 8 o'clock, right? For some reason, I feel like after 8 o'clock, I'm allowed to curse more. I don't know why. My ass. Tanner McKee, you McKeesters out there, he sucks. Plain and simple. I wouldn't trust him to win a preseason football game. Yeah, Brian, who do you want the Eagles? I mean, well, he obviously wants Tanner McKee to be our quarterback, for sure. The cow ladies, are they too old to cowgirls anymore? Yeah, that's right. Come on, we can all agree we wanted the Cowboys to win so that their turmoil could continue another year. Phil, we can't even throw the ball to our $35 million. Why? We got a $35 million running back. Do you just want to waste the running back? You want them to stop doing what's making them win football games so that you can prove or be disproved that Jalen Hurts can throw a football. And that I don't understand. Oh, what's up, Drew? How you doing this evening? Irish Drew in the house. All they call is big plays when they're trying to pass the ball. Set up the run to set up your play action up and look. All things they can do. All the things they can do more of. Josh Allen is the best to ever do it for fantasy purposes. That would be Justin Herbert. Justin Herbert's a poor man's Phillip Rivers, basically. They said Smitty and AJ, they paid Smitty and AJ to keep them quiet because they knew they would be a run-heavy offense this season. You know, this is not a wrong comment whatsoever. At all. No Tanner McKee slander, Phil. I think it's not A.J. Brown's burner account. It's Liam's burner account. Because he's the captain of the McKeesters, I believe. The McKeesters. Haven't even used that word in year. Remember Ravens won the Super Bowl that one year with just defense and rushing. Yeah. You know what? See, here's the thing, NE Sports. Eagles win the Super Bowl this year. They're going to lump Jalen Hurts with Trent Dilfer or Brad Johnson. That was the other quarterback, the Buccaneers quarterback. Because it has nothing to do with him that they would win. And you know what? I would not care. Because you know what? I'd be celebrating an Eagles Super Bowl. That's all we want. Man, chatter. Can't wait till tomorrow. Good. Evian. What? I take a Super Bowl championship over a quarterback with gaudy stats. Exactly. Brian, you are not allowed, Brian, to cheer the Eagles at the Super Bowl parade when they win. Because you think they stink because of their quarterback. Well, because their quarterback stinks, you think. Try DeJean at quarterback. Use Hurts to spell Barkley. Stop. I got a wild take that I can add to this. Hurts can win the next 4 games with his arm, and Brian will still hate him for something. He'll say, but you can't count those 4 games. What were his stats outside of those 4 games, Duck? That's what he would say. As long as we win, that's my stance. Marshawn, exactly. It's all that matters is winning, right? When did we stop caring about wins and appearance? The appearance is more important than the win. Howie paid me to keep quiet about the offense, too. Did he? Would you rather have Pickett? Well, Brian Pumpman would rather both those guys for sure. Trent Dilfer and Brad Johnson, they were so bad. But they won Super Bowls. I ain't complaining about a parade either. All these people complaining about Hurts stats while the team is winning aren't really. Exactly. We're winning. Isn't that all that matters? This has been a blast so far. We're almost at an hour. This has been so fun. I was joking with my wife that I should do, instead of 5 trending in the AMs every week, I should do like 3 trending in the AMs and 2 trending in the PMs. So we get some different people on this channel here. Hurts certainly above Dilfer and Brad Johnson. Yeah, obviously. I think most people are. I ain't slandering Pump Man. We're not, hey, all opinions are welcome here on the show. It just doesn't make all opinions right. That's all that matters. Eagles were due for a game like the one they had this past Sunday. And guess what, Drew? They didn't play their best football. But guess what, Drew? Guess what? I'm not sure if you know this or not, Drew, but despite how bad the game was, they still won the football game. I want nothing but W's all the way through to March. Star. Love it. Good evening, Barbara. Yeah. We had some problems with the audio this morning. Not on my end, on the software end. So I figured, you know what? I'll make it up to you guys. We'll have some fun. We'll have some adult beverages. And I'm still waiting for somebody to come up with a name for this beverage I'm drinking. Have some fun. Still go live tomorrow morning. Already got the show set up. Got a great guest tomorrow, Neil Coulong, who covers the Steelers, who's joining me tomorrow for a few minutes to talk Steelers Eagles and get the outside opinion on all the drama in Philadelphia. Pittsburgh's got plenty of quarterback drama of their own this year or two. So, Phil, you want me, Brian Pumpman, to give Jalen Hurts credit for not doing the work. Are you mental? What work is he not doing? What work is he not doing? I'm sorry. I forgot. He has nothing to do with the 9 wins. Brian Pumper hates on Hurts like the man stole his BMX bike back in, not 1994, like 1964, okay? Phil just care about stacking W's. Isn't that what all teams should care about? You guys lost to the Rams, the team we shut down a couple weeks ago. Jalen said, trust the preparation. Where's the preparation? Preparation. I got some preparation H right here for you. I like the night too. Problem is at nighttime, I work late sometimes. I set up a late night show and then somebody calls out of work. There's Sixers games on, Phillies games on. It's tough to go at night with the work schedule I lead. But I'd like to maybe try to start going live at night at least once every couple of weeks. Because we bring in new people. We got you in here tonight. We got Drew in the house. There have been a couple of new commenters on the show tonight. Maybe they'll come back again. Who knows? I thought, no, White Russian. Bleh. No. Again, I'll give you the ingredients one more time, Drew. Vanilla vodka. Okay, that's part one. Vanilla, lime juice, and ginger beer. Mix it all together. It's delicious. The Chiefs played like we did last game all season. Nobody's complaining about the Chiefs barely winning against. Well, we're complaining about the refs helping them. But no one in Kansas City is like, Patrick Mahomes is having a down year. We should get rid of Patrick Mahomes. So the only thing is, Eric, Patrick Mahomes does have 65 Super Bowls already in his career. But that's a different subject. He's mad because Hurts' dad stole his BMX bike. Okay. Gotcha. BG, we started the show with this, and we got away from it really fast. And Marshawn, I'm on your side with it 100%. I don't like what Brandon Graham said. I think he's very contradictory. With what he was, all his comments contradicted it. So, and you knew he was going to backtrack that big time. Did not like his comments at all. I think there's some truth to it. I think some of it was over whatever. I think the one thing that stood out to me the most that I think he effed up on, but I think it's the truth. He said 1 is trying. Well, 11 could be better. And those words are still stuck in my head. Oh, he stole your crawfish. Okay. Preparation is 11-2. Damn straight, Eric. Jalen Hurts is the Tobias Harris of the Eagles. Okay. Shout out night shows. Yeah. Vanilla Ice. I like that. I like that name. You're better off drinking Smirnoff Ice. Blech. That's a vanilla Moscow Mule. Actually, I think that might have been what it was called. I'm not sure. White Zinfandel. No, that's no offense, Barb. I love you, but terrible wine choice. I'm a Merlot. I'm a red wine guy. I drank a lot of red wine this week. And if I didn't have this, I was going to bring a bottle of red wine down for tonight, but then my wife made me this. So, but yeah, I'm not a White Zinfandel fan. White Zinfandel, that's the pink stuff, right? Yeah, no, thank you. Ice, baby. Jalen Hurts, he's got ice in his veins. That's what he's got. 288. All right, so we've gained 2 new subscribers during the show. Let's go. Can we get to 300 in the next 30 minutes? If everybody watching this show right now, click that like button, click that subscribe button, and click the share button I bet you we get to 300 by the end of the show. Guarantee you. Get to 300. You want me to buy you one of these Trending in the AM t-shirts? See? You like this Trending in the AM t-shirt? We get to 300 by the end of the show. Then I'll buy somebody a Trending in the AM t-shirt. You want to buy your own? LilliansCreations.com. Check them out. Hit the contact, tab on her website. Send her a message saying, I want to get a Trending in the AM or STT Sports Network t-shirt. And she'll hook you up. You'll help my small business grow. You'll help this lady's small business grow. LilliansCreations.com. That's where you get the merch to match the show. That's how you do it. Look at that little segue. 288, we get to 300. I'll buy someone one of these shirts after the show. If we get to 300 by the end of the show, guys. BG needs to sit his old ass down and shut up. I think Brandon Graham knows he was wrong. I do. I think he realized it instantly. But I also think there was some truth in what I think he thought what he was going to say was going to help motivate the team. But then I also think he realized he just said the wrong words. It's amazing that 94, I know, Mr. Don't make me feel so old. I mean, I was already 14. I was 14 at that point, already in high school. Man, sometimes I think about where the time's gone. Really. I'm about to turn 44 in a couple days. BG was having it. Somebody, I'm not going to name names. Somebody that's part of the Core 12 texted me or messaged me earlier tonight and said Brandon Graham must have been on some of those surgery pain pills still. They made him slur his words up a little bit. Got to keep things behind closed doors. Always. Always. Nothing in sports, all sports true, whether it's Sixers drama with whoever, James Harden and Daryl Morey, or Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid, whether it's Phillies drama, whether it's Eagles drama, Flyers drama, behind closed doors. You never pull back the curtain, okay? I hate wrestling so much nowadays because the curtain's been pulled back. And you see what's really going on behind the scenes. I don't want to know what's going on behind the scenes with my football team. I don't. The winning is Al. The winning is Al that matters. That we're calling a drink? I don't know what that means. You and I both know Father Time is a mean SOB and has never been defeated. It hasn't. It hasn't. I'm taking AJ's side. Jalen got no cachet to step to AJ like that. Stop. Stop. Saquon has a chance to break a prolific record, and AJ is crying for the ball instead of hyping his teammate up. But see, the thing is, I think AJ Brown's dislike of the offense is being overblown, Stevie. I think he does care that Saquon Barkley gets the record. I think AJ Brown does care about winning first. I think his buttons have been pushed so much by the media in these questions that he kind of he slipped up a little bit. He got pushed in a corner. I really, truly believe that. Preparation is H. Yeah. 11 wakes up great. Just get him the damn ball. I think AJ Brown wakes up fine every morning. It's fine. Yeah, dude. My older brother's turning 50 in 2 weeks. The one with the beautiful hair. Time is going by. BG said he told the truth then after Roseman got to him. He backtracked faster than Pump Man will backtrack his Hurts hate when Jalen Hurts hoists the MVP of the Super Bowl trophy. Barb, I tried watermelon and gin at a fancy French restaurant a week ago, and it was delightful. Well, A, gin will make you sin, and watermelon beers suck, but watermelon as a mixer with alcohol, I've never tried it with gin, but watermelon's a good mixer. I love gin, Marshawn. I'm a big gin drinker, but I'm telling you, one gin, knock me on my ass. Because like they say, gin makes you sin. I don't need to be sinning tonight. White Zinfandel is the Tobias Harris of wines. There you go, Eric. There you go. I like the night shows because I missed the morning show. Oh, I'm sorry. See, I work at night most of the time, so I can't do night shows. Got to find a happy medium. What we'll try to produce one night show as often as possible. That'll be the goal for the new year. Night shows more frequently. We'll try to do a Sixers watch party one week. When baseball starts, we'll do a Phillies watch party one night. We'll try a little. We're going to mix it up. So we're going to take this channel to the next level. Nice blush Chardonnay. Not a Chardonnay. I don't mind Chardonnay, but I'm a red wine guy. Whether it's Merlot or any kind of red wine. I love my red wine. We all missed the morning show because of StreamYard. Look, you know what's funny, Duck? I sat here for 30 minutes trying to figure out the settings. All I had to do was go to StreamYard's Facebook page and see they have a community page and seeing 25 other people comment and what the hell's wrong. That's all I needed to do. And I would have known. I would have saved myself a lot of trouble. Phil, what do you know about Raymond? I heard we just signed him to our Raymond, our closer, the Phillies. I was like, Raymond? Yes, the Phillies. We can talk other things tonight. We don't have to just talk Eagles. We can talk Phillies. We can talk Sixers. We can talk Flyers. We can talk it all. I'm promising at least 25 more minutes. Maybe we'll go another 45. Maybe we'll go to 9:30. Who knows? But Jordan Romano with the Blue Jays from 2021 to 2023, he was a great closer, sub-3 ERA. Late 2023 and most of 2024, he had arm trouble. He only threw for 13 1/3 innings. 1 year, $7.5 million deal. He'll be 32 at the start of the season. This is one of those moves that the Phillies like to make. Jordan Romano, try to catch him on the rebound. He had a down year, so they're hoping to get him cheaply. I don't want him to be our closer going into spring training. I think he could earn the closer role, but I don't want Raymond as our closer to start the season. Like lock solid, definitely. So arm trouble. First move the Phillies make is getting a pitcher that's got arm trouble. To me, that's extremely underwhelming. That better not be the answer to Juan Soto going to the Mets either. BG was trying to put the negative attention on himself and butt fumble. That's actually an interesting take. Brandon Graham was trying to put everything on him, but the words came out wrong. I like that. Look, I like that too. I'm not a big drinker. I might be a big drinker. I don't know. I like a drink every night after work. I don't drink a lot every night, but I like to have a drink after work. If I believe also Steelers won the Super Bowl 1 year with Ben Roethlisberger with a smash mouth, run first, pass second style of offense with Jerome Bettis. I mean, Jerome Bettis is what? The third leading rusher in the history of the NFL or top 5 or something like that? Yeah. It's okay to win with running the football, guys. Seeing behind the scenes of my football team was like seeing Tyson's I don't think a big enough deal was made of that. I don't. ESP basically cornered him repeatedly. Yeah. I really think A.J. Brown just got kind of pushed beyond limits. You mean the year the NFL fixed it for the Steelers against Seattle? Because, that's when the first script was written. I had some buddies who sat close to the field in the Panthers game. They just said the Panthers players were dogging A.J. for not getting passes thrown his way. Maybe that was part of his frustrations as well. I love gin too. Dude, Marshawn, are you a Bombay Sapphire or Tanqueray? I love Bombay Sapphire. That is the best gin in my opinion. I've tried Tanqueray, Tank 10, Blue Coat. They're all good, but nothing matches Bombay Sapphire. That is number one. When we win the Super Bowl, Barkley is getting the MVP because he will have, maybe. It's fine by me because we won the Super Bowl. What's wrong with the exciting whites? Look, Koopa DeJean, he got exposed as a rookie. And instead of discussing that, we're discussing Jalen Hurts and A.J. Brown. Instead of discussing Jake Elliott and 0 for 5 from 50-plus yards this year, we're discussing Jalen Hurts and A.J. Brown. Instead of discussing all this good and bad that we could talk about, we're discussing Jalen Hurts and A.J. Brown. Look, I think Cooper DeJean will rebound. He's going to get his ass handed to him in practice by Vic Fangio, and he's going to get right back on the horse this week. Raymond is always hurt. That is also my first thought as well. Does that mean Estevez? I think it guarantees either Estevez or Hoffman won't be back, but definitely not both. I still think they can bring back one of them. I want them to bring back one of them because Romano can't be the only answer. I did see that right before I went live. Did they 8 years or something? 7, 8 years? I forget. He signed a pretty big contract, for sure. Never could trust a dude named Raymond. Yeah. Honestly, Raymond was the first thing I thought of when I heard Jordan Romano was signed to the Phillies. Estevez, Estevez, or whatever he says his name. I'd rather Hoffman back than Estevez, personally, but I think Hoffman wants to start in baseball. Who does A.J. Brown think he is? He's not Jerry Rice, Terrell Owens, Randy Moss, or Calvin Megatron Johnson. The nerve of that twerp. Look at it. Look, Big Dom's probably going to do something about it, yeah. Eric, that's a solid observation about Brandon Graham. What was his last observation? Eric's last comment. Yeah, the Jake Paul comment. That's right. 8 years, $218 million, a lot of money for Max Fried, in my opinion. Great player. The annual salary doesn't bother me. It's the 8 years that bothers me there. So yeah, Pickens might not play. I'm not worried about the passing attack of the Steelers. I'm just not. That seems a bit like Temu pricing it. It does. Man, baseball contracts have gotten out of hand. $765 million over 15 years. Repeat that again. $765 million. God damn. I wish I was good at baseball. Alec Bohm will hit 30 tanks this season. I heard he put on. I see what you did there. Look at you. Look at you. You don't just criticize Jalen Hurts. Alec Bohm, too. Look, Rob Thompson did say at the winter meetings or the owners' meetings or whatever's going on right now that they are not shopping Alec Bohm, but they are receiving phone calls on Alec Bohm. But they love Alec Bohm. I don't know if that was Rob Thompson just putting rumors to rest or Rob Thompson trying to up Alec Bohm's trade value. Jake Elliott looks like David Akers in his final year in Philly. Didn't he go to like some other team after Philly? That's what he looks like. Look, Jake Elliott got to break out of his slump, Marshawn. You know, he's got to. But I will say this. People were saying that Leggett caught that touchdown that he dropped at the end of the game. The Eagles had 44 seconds, 3 timeouts. I would have trusted the Eagles to get down the field and kick a field goal. And I would have trusted Jake Elliott in that moment. I would have. I think, as Nick Sirianni said in his press conference on Monday, let me get to my Monday notes. I've gone from note to note. Jake Elliott, he has lots of confidence in him. He blamed the wind on Sunday's miss, and he's made a lot of huge kicks for us in the past. Did Brandon Graham ruin his chance for Walter Payton Man of the Year? No, I don't think so. I'm open for dinner date with Cooper DeJean anytime. Yeah, me too, honestly. Max Fried is really a Yankee. Insane. 8 years is a lot for Max Fried, in my opinion. Phillies team run it back season, man. I'm going to be so pissed when the Phillies run it back with minor little bench / bullpen tweaks, and that's it. And we're going to have the same season with the Phillies. I'm right there with you, Duck. Right there with you. Jordan Romano has a mean slider. That's what you need from a reliever. But he pitched 13 and a third innings last year because of arm trouble the entire year. That's what you don't need. That's the problem. You think Bohm or Nicky C is going to get traded? I think Bohm will get traded before Nicky C. I think Nicky C, Bohm, Bryson Stott, Ranger Suarez, they're all on the block. There has to be a change to the Phillies. Duck, you and your wife are double. Yeah. What, me and my wife aren't invited on this to make it a triple date here? Jake Elliott is granted David Akers, respectively. I agree with that, actually. Sign Whit Merrifield, perfect utility player, yeah. Look, our record went drastically downhill after we got rid of Whit Merrifield last year. Look at the numbers of the Phillies record pre and post Whit Merrifield. I'm just going to say it. Big difference. He might have had maybe he wasn't hitting the ball, but he was something there. There was something going on there with Whit Merrifield. Just saying. Yeah, there we go. Almost done that drink. Almost done that drink. You guys get me till the drink's done. That's it. I mean, still got to talk tomorrow for 90 minutes, too. Again, tomorrow morning, 8:30. Show's at 8. 8:30. Neil Coulong joins us. Don't want to miss that interview right there, guys. Great Pittsburgh Steelers reporter. I'm not a fan of that Emilio Estevez. No, I shouldn't say lesser. The better of the Estevez brothers as an actor. Come on. Coach Gordon Bombay? How could you not like Coach Gordon Bombay? Billy the Kid? What else did Emilio Estevez do? Obviously, Breakfast Club. That sucked. I'm trying to figure out which Emilio Estevez movies are my favorite. I mean, whenever I think of Emilio Estevez, all I think of is Flying V. That's all I think about when I see it, when I see the name. But yeah, we still got Taiwan. We still got Taiwan Walker. Don't forget that. Don't forget that. I think Sirianni is coming to his senses and finally embracing that we are a run-first offense. Look, I think he embraced that 3, 4, 5 weeks ago. And esports, K1, been waiting for you. I shouted out Kenny Gainwell like 3 times earlier in this show. Come on now. Quack, 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 quack. Where does Mighty Ducks rank in underdog sports story movies of all time. It's got to be up there with the Bad News Bears, right? That's one of the best. It's got to be, right? I loved it. Second and third stunk later on, but I still watched them. Men at Work, that was a great movie. That was a fantastic movie. Absolutely. Trying to think of what else. I kind of feel like I got to Google search Emilio Estevez now. Thank you for that. I know I'm missing some good stuff here. All right, movies. Emilio Estevez, Breakfast Club, Young Guns. Obviously, I already mentioned them. Mighty Ducks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's see what else has he done. Loaded Weapon. That's it. The best Emilio Estevez movie ever. Loaded Weapon. And if you've never watched Loaded Weapon, just screw the STT Sports Network and Trending in the PM. Go watch Loaded Weapon right now. That was high quality entertainment right there. The Flying V was the best. Followed by the Knuckle Puck. The Phillies season fell apart after Bone participated in the home run derby. Didn't that happen when Bobby Abreu was in the home run derby too? I liked Emilio Estevez in the Mighty Ducks. He's been in a lot of good things. Dick Allen finally got into all. Dick Allen. This is something that I don't know how to phrase this comment the right way. I don't know if I should say I'm surprised or not surprised that it's been this running joke in my mind. Who's going to get into the Hall of Fame first, Dick Allen or Eric Allen? Finally, Dick Allen gets in, but Eric Allen is still not getting in. Two Allens both getting into the Hall of Fame way too late. Sirianni makes no football decisions. And this whole Jalen Hurts, A.J. Brown situation is exactly why he's the CEO. It's his job to keep this team together, keep the glue together. Did Elliott miss an extra point? I think he missed an extra point too on Sunday, didn't he? But it was called back because of a penalty, right? And they went for 2 instead on that play. That's right. Gulp Fiction was good. What's Gulp Fiction? I don't heard that one. I'm a Young Guns. Look, the first Young Guns. The second Young Guns was the first Young Guns with Kiefer Sutherland as well, and his brother, Charlie Sheen. Young Guns, fantastic movie. I can watch that anytime. I love Billy the Kid stories. Bobby A. Boo Boo. Let's not see. You think I get upset when the Pump Man besmirches the name Jalen Hurts? When people besmirch the name Bobby Abreu, I get a little upset. I'm not going to lie. I'm a Bobby Abreu stan. Maybe because I won a lot of fantasy baseball leagues back in the day drafting him in the first round. But Bobby Abreu put up some stats, just so you know. For after the natural, the replacement, Bad News Bears. Okay, so The Replacements is the greatest football movie of all time. For sure. Absolutely, without a doubt. Will all these ungrateful so-called Eagles fans apologize? I doubt it. I doubt it. Charlie Sheen did have Platoon, and Platoon is one of the greatest movies, period, ever. Emilio Estevez, it is what it is. He was definitely not the better actor. Not at all. Was Abreu really that good? Are you seriously asking, or are you being sarcastic? Because I can give you the Bobby Abreu numbers. There was a stretch in Bobby Abreu's career that I forget the exact numbers. Home runs, doubles, triples, steals, batting average, all that. There were only 2 players that put up the same type of level. Like whether it was like 30 home runs, 30 doubles, 20 home runs, 10 steals, 20 stolen bases, whatever the number was, Marshawn. There were only 2 players during like a 3-4 year stretch that put up the same level of numbers. Bobby Abreu and Barry Bonds. And Barry Bonds was on the steroids at the time. 100 walks, 100 RBIs, all that together. Bobby Abreu was disliked because he wouldn't run through a wall to catch a ball. He wouldn't try to break up a double play. He wasn't Philadelphian. Okay? He wouldn't go that extra mile or risk his body. Like everybody loved Aaron Rowan for breaking his face on the wall in center field. Bobby Abreu would have never done that. But statistically speaking, Bobby Abreu is actually a lot closer to Hall of Fame than people realize. Nope, he will sit there like a tiger. Yeah, absolutely. Hurts not doing jack. Stop play. We'll find out. Eric Allen and Bobby Taylor on the other side. Bobby Taylor's not a Hall of Fame, but I don't remember Abreu. Respectively, we were horrible at that point. That is true. We did not win a lot of games when he was here. He did win some games. I think he was on the Yankees for a World Series. I'm looking up his numbers here real quick. Bobby Abreu with the Phillies. Let's go with 2001. We're just going to pick a random season here. In 2001, he played all 162 games. He had 4 triples, 48 doubles, 31 home runs, 110 RBIs, 36 steals, 106 walks, a 289 batting average, 393 on base percentage, a 543 slugging, so a 936 on base plus slugging. All right. His 5.2 wins above replacement. Let's go to another year here. All right. This year, he had 50 doubles, 6 triples, 20 home runs, 85 RBIs. Batting average was 308. His OPS 934. He had a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 straight years of over 900 OPS. Okay. Just think about that. He had 100 RBIs, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 times over 100 RBIs in his career. 35 doubles, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 times in his career over 35 doubles. Led the league in triples one year. Over 20 steals multiple times in his career. Bobby Abreu was a really damn good baseball player. He really was. I don't even know what this movie is, Jose. Sorry. Must have missed that one. I didn't realize A.J. Burnett played for the Phillies as well as McCutcheons. Yeah, A.J. Burnett was here for a hot minute. Abreu is he's a Phillies great. He really is. He gets no respect, but he's great. That's what we missing. We don't have the Spanish star on the team. We have too many white guys. Is that it? Abreu was not a farm player. Abreu came to here from Tampa. I want to say we traded Kevin Stocker. No, not Tampa. He came here from Houston. Thought he was part of the Kevin Stocker trade, but no, he started in Houston. We brought him in 1998. He had 2 years with Houston. Then he played for the Phillies from 98. He was traded to the Yankees in 2006. He had 8 years here. He was a fantastic player. Boo-Boo was a loser as soon as the Phillies dumped him. They won the World Series. Also, Nationals won immediately after replacing Harper. That's true. Give me Tony Taters, and I'm back on the Phillies. Yeah. Abreu will be inducted to the Hall of Really Good. See, that's the thing, K1. I have a very firm belief that the MLB Hall of Fame is just the Hall of Really Good, realistically. I think there's far too many people in the Hall of Fame for baseball. Because it's and because of who gets into the Hall of Fame in baseball, Bobby Abreu should be in it. Now, is Bobby Abreu one of the greatest of all time? Absolutely not. But based off of other players that have gotten in, he stacks up with so many more players in the Hall of Fame already than people realize. I thought we traded Kevin Stocker for him, but it turns out, I guess not, because I thought Kevin Stocker went to Tampa Bay after he left Philly. I could be wrong. I thought we traded for him. I'm not sure. I would have to do a deep dive onto that. Didn't think we were going to be talking about Bobby Abreu tonight on this stream. I remember Abreu. He was nice. He was a baseball version. I think that's a fair thing. Actually, though, no, maybe not, because Bobby Abreu was a really good defensive player. He just wouldn't run through walls. He had a cannon for an arm. And I want to say one year he even led MLB in outfield assists. He had a cannon of an arm. Yeah, I just never heard of that movie there, Jose. Amazing comp, mister. I think it's a strong comp because Abreu was probably better defensively than he realized. He just wouldn't go the extra mile. He was here for a long time. I was a huge Bobby Abreu guy because I remember when I forget what year it was, and they put up a stat watching one of those random baseball memories I have. I remember watching a game and they put up stats, and it was Bobby Abreu. It was Barry Bonds, Bobby Abreu, and everybody else. And we're talking about like an 8 stat category. He was a stat sheet filler. Phillies got him from Houston for $100, probably. I think the Breakfast Club is massively overrated. I see the Breakfast Club on TV. It's a quick channel change. Don't like it. Never did. Just going to say that. Just going to be brutally honest there. Pat Burrow is my favorite Philly. Yeah, talk about losing. Yeah, he's sleeping around the locker room for sure. Pat Burrow back in the day would leave the game with one girl, go to the bar, hook up with another girl, then go home with another girl, but then wake up in the morning with another girl. What? I'm learning all about you guys here at nighttime. All about you guys at nighttime. Yeah, I don't know. Something about the Breakfast Club. I just didn't like it. I don't know. Padre Phillip. Honestly, lots of content creators fell into the drama trap. Your channel's a breath of fresh air. Well, we got a little drama here, but we're talking it all. Anybody want to talk Sixers or Flyers? I'll give you guys 10, 15 more minutes. Then that's it. And I got a call. I got to go live at 8 a.m. But Jose, got to get more people to subscribe. The more I told you guys, by the end of the stream, I'd give away a shirt. We got to 300. It was only 12 away a little bit ago. I'm assuming we haven't gotten to 300, or TMC would have already asked for his free shirt. The dude was a legend. I've heard stories from people that were firsthand accounts of his extracurricular activities. Guys who love John Hughes movies are sus, possibly. Maximum Overdrive. Now, I've heard of that one. I haven't watched that one. Maybe I have, and I just don't remember. Definitely have dinner with Pat the Bat. I just want to enjoy the Eagles winning games. Tired of all the stressing out. I don't have the energy. Agreed. I'm good on the Sixers, too, but they have won 4 of their last 5, haven't they? Joel Embiid played pretty well the other night. I'm ready to backtrack all my bad statements, Marshawn, after one game. Once I think I'm out, they pull me back in. We'll talk about this maybe a little bit tomorrow morning. Maybe we'll talk a little Sixers tomorrow morning after our guest Neil Coulong drops off. Only John Hughes movies acceptable are Home Alone 1 and 2. I always joke about greatest movie villains, like the chick from, the Titanic. You know who's a great movie villain? The homeless lady in Home Alone 2, and the guy, the shovel guy in Home Alone 1. The shovel guy in Home Alone 1 sees that Kevin McAllister is home alone and lets him stay home alone. Then sees the house get broken into, and he almost gets murdered, and he goes back across the street afterwards and lets him stay at home by himself. The homeless lady lets him go off gallivanting through the forest in the park. Doesn't try to help. Go find a cop. Hey, there's a homeless boy, or a young boy running around lost in the park. Those two people from Home Alone 1 and 2 are movie villains, and you just don't realize it. Playing for the trade in the offseason. Yeah. Pat Burrow was oh man. Abreu was left unprotected draft. Oh, so he's a Rule 5 guy. And we got him for Kevin Stocker. Okay, yeah. I thought we got him for Kevin Stocker. I really thought we did. Thanks, Adam, for that. I'm good, Phil. I lost a ton of respect for Joe. Look, me too. Look, I'm not ready to be back in. I'm not. But they have won 4 out of 5. I'm just throwing that out there. Just throwing that out. Maxey 3 for 12 from 3. Maxey has lost his shooting stroke this year. I've heard of St. Elmo's Fire. Never seen it. Have you ever seen Juice with Tupac Shakur? That was a pretty good movie. I may have. I've seen movies with Tupac in it, so maybe I haven't. I just don't remember it. Johnny Depp's mom in Blow is the worst movie character of all time, villain or not. The woman sucks. Blow is a fantastic movie with Johnny Depp, Salma Hayek, etc. Fantastic movie. No, the best villains were the Dukes from Trading Places. Yeah, they were good villains. Hey, I'm just saying. You got the old man across the street in Home Alone 1. Sees Kevin by himself. Okay? Sees stalkers. Stops them from murdering Kevin McAllister. And then leaves him at home by himself. Instead of stay at my house or telling the cops that he's home alone. Like, seriously? How is that not a movie villain? That homeless lady in the park, the bird lady in Home Alone 2. Come on now. Get the guy. Get the kid somewhere safe. Like, seriously. How is that not a movie villain? Oh, I got some movie villain theories of people that are real movie villains. I could do shows on that. Scott Rowland induction to the Hall of Fame always made me wonder, was he worthy? He was a Hall of Very Good, in my opinion. One of the greatest defensive third basemen of all time. He had good stretches, but he was just like Bobby Abreu. Like, it was the Dukes. The Dukes. I still don't understand Usual Suspects. Got to watch it 400 times to understand it. $1 Mortimer. Guys, look, this is trending in the PM. I even made a new logo for nighttime shows. I did, and it's pretty flashy in my opinion. I basically just put you can't see it at the top of the screen there. Basically put an X over the AM and turned it into a PM. I haven't gotten an overlay for the PM shows. I have a feeling that this is going to have to be a regular thing for you guys because you guys really like these PM shows. Uh, Pee Wee Herman in Blow. You know, it took me like 3 times to watch him blow till I realized that. I mean, I've seen it like 35 times, but every time I watch it now, I'm like, I can't believe I didn't realize it the first 2 times I watched it. But yeah, good night. Yeah, I'm glad you came in. We'll be back live tomorrow 8 a.m. for sure. So are we going to get the Japanese pitcher or what? Probably not, but they are in the conversation, Pump Man, and it's something that the Phillies organization has been behind the 8 ball and the evolution of baseball is getting those Japanese star pitchers over here. Do we have a chance? Yes. Is it a high chance? No. Pee Wee Herman in the second Batman movie was good too. What? Who? I missed that one too. You talking about Batman Returns with the Penguin? Guys, I told you when the drink was over or drink was done, the show was over. So I think it's time we say goodbye to all our friends and family. MICKEY MOUSE. No, I think it's time we wrap this shebang up. It's 9. Go upstairs, watch a little TV, have another nightcap. Did he? I totally missed that. I haven't seen Batman Returns in a long time. Really, really long time. Probably my least favorite of all the Batman movies, even with Catwoman in it. Second worst. Obviously, George Clooney is the worst Batman movie of all time. I think Batman Begins or Returns, second worst. Go Birds. Quack, quack, quack. Bubbles up. That's right. I like that. Pulp Fiction. Good movie. Slightly overrated, but not bad. Not elite, as some people would put it. We'll do a movie show one of these days. Anyway, guys, I'm going to wrap this up as the party winds down, guys. Nobody gets a free T-shirt. We didn't get to 300. I know. Yeah, I mean, yeah. And she was doing her own work with that whip. You can see the videos of her in rehearsals working that whip. She can work that whip on me anytime. Anyway, guys, we're going to wrap this up. Maybe we do a show just on movie talk. Reservoir Dogs is a great movie. Absolutely, guys. With that being said, it's time to say goodbye. Time to wrap this up. Go Birds. We'll be back tomorrow at 8 a.m. for more trending in the AM. Thank you, Adam, for coming on tonight. I appreciate you as well. Go Birds, and bubbles up to y'all.
Pop, 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 julep. Pop, 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 julep. Pop, 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 julep. Pop, pop.